Organizations are about people, nothing else. You know, everything starts and ends with people. You can have, as we often develop, wonderful, most inspirational visions, truly differentiating strategies, world-class technological platforms and other material resources. But these would be of little consequence if we had no people. The future world of work will understandably have robots to do all the repetitive work and mimic as well as augment human behavior to the point where we will be hardly able to tell the difference. We'll continue to employ super intelligent self-learning machines capable of managing infinitely large data sets in real time, composing sophisticated algorithms to perform predictive analysis, provide insights, future trends, and seamlessly satisfy the needs of clients in a way that is streamlined and presented on digital platforms, many of which we have just become spoilt by. I must add that this world of work excites me. I'm a bit of a closet techie, and I'm sure a lifelong nerd. And it excites me, and I might share with you, it even informs the work we are doing right now. We don't have the ambition to just return SARS, as some have said, to its former glory. That would be going into the past. And so we have, as we re-envision the South African Revenue Service, we want to ensure we leave with a revenue service that is future-proof. And so our vision is to build a smart, modern SARS with unquestionable integrity that is trusted and admired. As humans, we would never be able to compete with computers in areas of work that requires drawing on and processing large volumes of data in real time from virtually any source because of the interconnected world. Whilst computers can provide a much better diagnosis than any doctor ever could, it takes a human being to put her hand on my hand and say, "Don't worry, it's going to be okay." I can Google the answers myself. I don't go to the doctor to get the real answer. I go there for a sense of assurance. No computer can ever trick me to believe that it really cares about me. Only another human being can show genuine compassion and empathy and express an interest in me. Love is a unique attribute that requires heart and soul, not an internal processor. Something that a computer could learn to fake, but never perfect. It turns out that our saving grace in a fourth industrialized world is simply being human. So don't pretend to be anyone else other than who you are. Be your authentic self, and being your authentic self is your best defense against the invasion by robots and artificial intelligence. So let me turn to a few lessons gleaned from over 30 years of privilege that I had to serve in leadership roles. And it is indeed a privilege and not an entitlement. I will start with my experience as a young Eskom power plant manager. I worked for the good Eskom, where about 35% of my staff, typically African men, early to mid-50s, hardly able to speak English, called unskilled because of the fact that they couldn't speak English and didn't have the sophisticated skills, for no reason of their own. They were employed to do menial and thankless work for keeping the station clean. So let me share with you a day in the life of a station cleaner. Typically beginning at 7 when they come on shift. During the night there may have been a coal or a dust spillage with piles of it covering the station basement floor. Dutifully they would shovel, sweep and hose the floor, carting away wheelbarrows full of debris until about 12 o'clock when the floor is sparkling clean and they head off for lunch. During their lunch break, as Murphy would have it, there would be another coal spillage or another dust spillage. And then these men, who were then old enough to be my father, they would return from lunch finding the entire fruit of their diligent labor gone. The work would start all over again, and often again. How soul-destroying would that be if you came back and saw the entire work just gone? I felt a deep empathy for them, and I had a burning desire to make things better for them. I would take a shovel, call them into a room, sit down with them on the floor. I knew I could not change their work. The station had to be cleaned. But I knew I could help them change the meaning of their work, their impact on other people. I would sit down and tell them stories. I would take a shovel and literally mimic the motion of picking up a shovel, picking up the coal and throwing the coal back onto the conveyor belt. And as I do that, I would tell them that at the other end of this shovel of coal is an old lady, somewhere in Soweto, who on a cold winter's night can enjoy a hot cup of soup because of this shovel of coal. I would tell them there's a little boy or girl in Orange Farm able to learn at night with a chance to live out their dream to one day become a teacher or a doctor, made possible by the study lamp that is lit by the electricity that is generated by the shovel of coal. I would tell them of a sick father in Baragwanath Hospital, kept alive with life-supporting equipment, able to see and tell his family one more time that he loves them. Their eyes would light up as I share these stories. Here and there, I would even see a tear being wiped from someone's eye. They would get it. They would understand the higher purpose of their work, even though it was simply shoveling coal. And so when we think of our work not as the stuff that we do, but the impact that it has, we truly understand the purpose of our work, and in it also the purpose of our life.